It's baby.
Hey guys, back to the video. Let's be real quick about this. I'm at work, so I'm gonna be real quick. Y'all know Wendy Williams been going through some shit since her mama died a couple weeks ago, and the funeral and the passing and the waking has just happened again a couple weeks ago. And the situation going on is the fact that her brother came out and said that he was disappointed and his father was sad that Wendy not go to the funeral. However, she did go to the waking. So, she went to go view the body and whatever the case may be. And so there's not a, speculation because when he didn't go there that, the brother has now decided he want to go to the blogs and talk about it. So when he finally got fed up enough to go on her show and address it, which, girl, I'm not surprised. But you know how Wendy is. She got to be a petty asshole when she wants to. So check out what he said. And shout out to Jasmine Brand for the receipts. And we'll come back to the rest of my commentary.
And this will be my last time addressing yesterday. Because I talked to my dad. And my dad said, Wendy, I'm not mad at you. You did the right thing. I said, Dad, but there's more to the story and you know it. And you know it. So here it is. Count me down because I don't want to spend more than a minute and a half on this. Seriously. Tommy. I was at Mommy's service. And she looked beautiful in her casket. And that you fist fought a loving member of our family, half your age, who was supposed to be somebody, a blood relative, everyone, not my son. My son is in the back, shocked that he's at his grandmother's funeral. A low-key woe hunter, all three of our hands like this, and he walked up to the front and separated my brother and this young family member who was very confused being a young man and moved it all out there to the lobby. Still heard the screaming. The funeral home turned up the music a little bit. Daddy was fine. We went on with the rest of the day. Before going back to my sister's for the collard greens and the good food that you do after a service, I said to my son, I said, your dad is really something else. I don't want to mislead you or guide you into thinking that we're getting... He said, Mom, I know. I said, you want to just, the three of us, go out and grab something to eat and also bring stuff over to Aunt Wanda's? Do you want to just, change the mood and celebrate family and find it in our hearts to kind of not forgive, but move on in the name of the service and Papa and the rest of us? And my son said, yeah. And that's why we went out to eat afterwards, the three of us.
So Wendy was not playing with these hoes. Wendy said, baby boy, you thought you had all the truth, but did you forget this, that, and this, and that, and this, and that? Tommy, baby boy, why are you fighting at the funeral? Okay, like I said in the previous video, I don't like Kelvin Hunter either, how he did Auntie Wendy, because, we don't like a fuckboy, okay? But at the end of the day, as much as she went through all them trials and tribulations with Kevin, he was the one being there for her in this situation. But before we get to that point, let's bring in what Tommy said, because again, Tommy decided he wanted to go to this blog and that blog to get his point across, and now we're looking at Tommy like, sir, are you talking to the blogs because you actually give a damn about what happened with your mama, or are you trying to cut the check? Because it's not surprising that your sister is Wendy Williams, and the blogs will catch up your story and it'll start spreading. So this is what Tommy said. It'll come back to the rest of my commentary.
Wendy, this video's for you. Unfortunately, I just got off the phone with Daddy. Didn't watch the movie this morning. Didn't watch the show, I'm sorry, this morning. But he watched it this evening. Very upset, very disappointed, naturally. Really, this shouldn't be happening. It's crazy right now. Absolutely crazy. I asked you one question. Why didn't you go to the funeral? Why couldn't you call Daddy and let him know why? Why couldn't you, if it was that serious, if it was that much of a stance, then what was the problem? I was there when you came in on that night of the dawning of the wake. And you told us, you told Daddy that you had to race back to New York, handle business. You were only going to be in town for the viewing. We didn't even know. He didn't even know. I mean, it doesn't matter if I knew or not. Your father didn't even know that you were in town for the funeral, and you're out eating lunch with your ex and your son, which wouldn't be a problem, I guess. I guess if you had told your father that, or I mean, he was hurt. He's hurt. He's hurt, Wendy. That's why I'm here right now, because it's not fair. It's not right. It's painful. It's painful for him. It's painful for me. It's painful for the family. We have a small family, fragmented because of this. Because I've put my foot all the way in it, and I'm going to twist it, and I'm going to keep it in there. You could call me out. You could say whatever you want about me, Wendy. It's not about that, right? I'm married 21 years. You were married 21 years, right? It's not about Kevin. Kevin came to the viewing. I thought that was great. Thanked him. Thought it was wonderful. Showed his admiration and his love for mommy. That night was special, memorable. Fond memories. Mommy's still here all the time. I'm sure she doesn't understand, Wendy, why you didn't come to her funeral. Why'd you have to lie to Daddy and tell him that you were going to be back in New York and you were here? It's not right. And you have us holding him up. You have him asking me questions I don't know the answers to. He wants to know. He doesn't understand. There's an emptiness because of you. Because of your selfishness. Mental health, I get it. Grief, I get it. I'm grieving too. I love you. I do. I'm concerned, yes. Have I tried reaching out numerous times? You hang up, you don't call back. I'm not calling for me, I'm calling for Daddy. Like, this isn't right. And you just leave things just going, just let it go, whatever. That's not good. That's not fair. I'm doing what I need to do with Daddy all the time. Whenever I get a moment, I'm with that guy. Love him to death. Mommy wants us to stay strong as a family. That's all Mommy and Daddy wanted us to do. Wasn't much to ask. What are you doing? Like, why aren't you fostering the importance of family even to your son? We went to our grandparents or our grandfather's funeral and great-grandmother. Why do you have to, I mean, why lunch? Why my videos? And then you're going to say you don't know anything about them. You know, come on, man. That's not good. You call me and you talk to me about the videos. And I'm not going to go back and forth with you, Wendy, over nonsense, because it's just, that doesn't make sense. The main thing that I'm asking you, Wendy, is please, please tell Daddy why you didn't attend the funeral. And take responsibility for what you've done.
Now, I'm still looking at Tommy sideways. You know, now here's my thing with Wendy, and we play this next part. I feel like, you know, again, we're talking about, you talking about this man's sexuality. You talking about some, oh, he would like this dress. Wendy, don't be messy now. Okay, what people like behind closed doors is their motherfucking business. But, I mean, again, we talk about Wendy Williams. We talk about the pettiest bitch on damn television. Okay, so when she came out and said that, you know, Tommy like X, Y, and Z, how you doing? Okay, so check what Wendy said to check her brother, because she was not about that shit. And be right back.
Brother, you better stop talking the way you're talking, because now it's dripping into my comment page. See, I wasn't searching for Tommy. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was simply looking about how people felt about last week's shows or the dresses or the guests we had on. We do a nice production here. I'm minding my own WendyXo.com business.
Right.
And I'm seeing a lot of comments about your brother doesn't like you, or you better watch your back because your brother's on one. Or, Wendy, I can't believe you're this kind of person, or that he's pegging me to be a person that I am not. Honey, you don't want me to start pegging you to be the person that you are. With full-blown receipts. I could fill the audience with receipts. With the leftovers all the way around the block. Norman, do you understand what I'm talking about?
I understand what you're talking about.
Do you understand what I'm talking about?
I understand what you're talking
Okay.
about. Right.
You are my brother. Let's keep it that way.
Right.
If you want to talk on the internet, then you talk about the things that you think you know about yourself. You don't want to talk about the things that I know about you. For sure. By the way, do you like my dress, Tommy? He would like a dress like this.
Ooh-wee. Okay, I hope they stop this shit, to be honest. Y'all can talk about Wendy all motherfucking day, but at the end of the day, when it comes to her child and Kelvin, as Daytime Tea Time would say, that's gonna be the father of a child forever. Okay, and we know how bad Kelvin did Wendy, but at the end of the day, she's gonna stick up for him, because at the end of the day, he did stick up for her in this situation. Tommy, I don't know what the hell you're going through, sir, but you need to take your problems off the internet, because I would feel sorry for you. Well, I really wouldn't actually, because you put it upon yourself, but I would feel bad if my sister out me on the motherfucking Instagram and her motherfucking television show that everybody watches to see the fact that on her television show, to come to the fact that she called your ass gay. And you have a whole wife. Now, all I'm saying is, I know the girls, you know, these niggas that are down low, be married with children, and they be behind closed doors sucking on peen. So, Wendy, don't do it. But Tommy, I would suggest you actually shut the fuck up, because I would not be surprised if Wendy decides, you know what, we're gonna air all your dirty laundry. And she said she got receipts. Auntie Wendy, she got receipts, honey. So, boy, shut up. Leave it alone. I don't think this was made for the internet. I think this is something that was within the family. It should stay in the family. But because we live in a society where y'all rather go to the blogs and tell your story instead of keeping it behind closed doors, this is what your ass gets. So when he decides to expose you, that's your motherfucking problem. Okay? Period. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Peace.